Stay up to date with LN 24/7. LN 24/7. With news, politics, business, sports, and more on LN 24/7. Where the story goes, we go.
LN 24/7 is first of all a news station.
Well, we'll continue with updates from the just concluded governorship
in the Southeast has raised questions if INEC will be able to conduct elections.
With a core team of over 40 correspondents spread across Nigeria.
Nigeria is set to take its place.
The unions of aviation workers are out here protesting.
And affiliates in Africa, Europe, America, and Asia. We give you news as it breaks from the perspective you can trust.
LN 24/7 News, where the story goes, we go.
All right, thank you for staying with us. It's time for our second discussion this morning. And we are going to sort of delve into the world of digital skills and the tech industry. Very, very interesting. I promise you that. We're going to be looking at navigating the world of digital skills and the tech industry. And joining us now remotely is Loveth Omavwaye, who is a corporate brand strategist. She's a business analyst and a Scrum Master. She's going to tell us what that is all about. But to give you some context to our discussion, in today's fast-paced world, the tech industry is evolving, creating a high demand for individuals with digital skills. From coding to data analysis, digital skills are becoming essential in various sectors. Now, today we are going to be talking to a tech professional, and she's going to help us navigate that world of tech. Like I said before, her name is Loveth Omavwaye. Loveth is a business analyst and a certified Scrum Master with over 15 years of experience in the financial sector. She offers consultancy and training services to corporate organizations where she trains them on mindset re-engineering, personal development, leadership, customer experience, and business growth. She also works remotely as a mentor with an online tech company that offers digital skills training to professionals who are trying to transition into the tech world. She founded a platform,
Plastic Institute.
Okay, sorry about that. Yes, is Blasin Institute Africa, where she offers training on digital skills that can help professionals become indispensable in the ever-changing future of work. Joining us now, Loveth. Thank you so much for joining us at this time. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Good morning.
All right. First of all, we'd love to know what a Scrum Master is. I think, I think that's one question we know. Let's just get that one out of the way, and then you can sort of tell us how your journey into tech started.
All right. First of all, thank you for having me. So I'm a Scrum Master, so that means I lead a team and then I facilitate meetings. So what majorly Scrum Masters do, especially in the tech industry, is that we facilitate Scrum meetings and then we lead project development to help us do what we call achieving a result at the end of the day. So when you're working on a project, you have a team, right? You have a project team, development team that work together to achieve this project. For example, you're developing a software. So the Scrum Master is the person who leads the team, connects the team, and then facilitates daily meetings that we call stand-up meetings. So during the stand-up meetings, we use what is called the Agile software development method. What this means is that we break our project into simple tasks that enables us to achieve each task within a time frame. So that's what basically a Scrum Master does. But a Scrum Master is not limited to only the software development companies. A Scrum Master can also work in a financial sector, across any sector at all. But basically, what we do is that we lead the team to ensure that we're able to remove impediments from the way that would once in a time try to stop or bring issues along the line while we're developing our projects. So the Scrum Master ensures that there is peace and the teams are able to collaborate to ensure that we get good results and we're able to come up with a positive solution to a particular challenge. That's what we do.
All right, interesting. So do tell us briefly about your journey into tech and the acquisition of digital skills. How did you find yourself in that sector? Is it something you've always wanted to do, or it just happened by accident? What happened? Tell us.
Okay, I have always been intentional. Those kind of children that you say they are very inquisitive and they are curious. So I have so much curiosity. I want to know why this thing is done this way. I want to know why this product is like this. So when I get into a particular application and I'm using it, let's say a mobile application, I want to know behind this thing I'm using what what are the things that we put together that made this application to come up. So because of my curiosity and wanting to know more, I decided to delve into tech. So having a background in customer experience and working in the financial sector for over 12 years before I delved into tech, I've always been a problem solver. So, as a customer service officer, the basic thing we do is to solve problems, attend to customers. So, with that kind of mindset, wanting to solve problems at all times, when I say challenge, I want to take it up and ensure that I'm able to resolve till the end. So, because of that mindset, I had this call in me to wanting to know why things are like this. The world is changing. I monitor developing countries a lot, and I want to see how will I be able to cope if I'm in a developed countries. What are they do differently from where I am right now? What's making them to move ahead of Africa? So wanting to know that pushed me to wanting to learn more and then acquire digital skills so that number one, I'm going to be relevant in my workplace, trying to offer solutions, and then I can also bring others and create awareness to those who do not have these skills so that they will come to know, and then you become indispensable, whether you're within Nigeria, whether you're outside Africa. So wherever you are, you become indispensable because you have the knowledge and the skills to provide solutions. So basically, I love problem solving.
Interesting. Okay, so was that what ultimately led you or moved you to establish Black Institute Africa? And in what specific role is that meant to solve, or what is it supposed to contribute to the landscape of digital skills?
Okay. So Black Tech Institute Africa,
Okay.
BTIC, was established to help professionals acquire digital skills. Now, the platform was established not basically to train those that are interested in acquiring digital skills, but also to help those who who do not have this opportunity. Probably you're working in a school and you don't have the opportunity to learn some of the skills as a professional, right? And then you see a platform where you actually have the opportunity to learn the skills, but you're not able to because probably you don't have enough funding to actually pay for these courses in dollars, in pounds. And then what do we do? So I came up after discussing with a lot of professionals. I had interviews, one-on-one interviews with graduates, with working professionals to actually see the impediments they have on their career path. And I discovered that a lot of professionals really are actually interested in improving themselves in the workplace and even in their career path. And then I came up with this platform. We have trained 2 cohorts so far. We started with Excel and Advanced Excel because we discovered that a lot of professionals that are working do not really have these basic skills. And a lot of organizations do not really have this program that equips working professionals to gain skills even as they are working, as they progress, and to acquire this certification. So that's why Black Tech Institute Africa was founded, to help Africans who are here to easily access these skills at a lower cost and are able to be trained, giving practical trainings that even if they're not working in software development companies or tech companies, even if you are working in companies that are outside tech, like financial industries, these skills can still help them to become more valuable in their workplace. So as workplace styles are improving, workplace and work patterns are improving due to digital innovations. So you're not going to become irrelevant to your company or to your organization. So when they see the value they are giving, they can't lay you off. Why? Because you have so much value to offer. So that's why I established the platform.
Okay, so, to follow up on that question, when it comes to digital skills, you have like digital skills that are like general across the board, but you also have digital skills that are specific to your niche or your sector that you are involved in. So how would you see how do you see it evolve when it comes to digital skills? What kind of skills is everyone meant to have? Like, you have to have it if you're going to function, if you're going to be relevant in your industry in these times. What can you do, or what should you do? What are the specific skills that you should acquire to be able to function in that regard?
Okay. So generally, you're supposed to have good communication skills. Communication skills is very paramount. That's the basic foundation across any industry. Having good communication skills is paramount. Why do I say so? You need to know how to send emails. You need to know how to interact with stakeholders. You should be able to manage your stakeholders and manage your team members. If you're a leader, you should know how to manage your team members, your subordinates. If you're a team member, you should know how to manage your stakeholders, internal and external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders here are people who are working within your industry, your office, and your organization. External stakeholders are those that are the customers or those that are shareholders but are not directly working in the organization with you. So communication skills is basically needed across every industry. And then now when it comes to your niche, now if you're working, for example, in a financial sector, you need basically data skills, right? Now data skills are highly valuable across tech industries, financial sectors, right? So data skills, so many companies, so many organizations, businesses now make decisions based on data. They make data-driven decisions, whether it has to do with customer acquisition, customer retention, customer number improvement, reduction of customer churn. Data-driven decisions are being made. So for the average professional, you're supposed to have data skills, basically advanced Excel, then data analysis skills. Then when it comes to business organizations, those who are focused on customer service or service-driven organizations, you're supposed to have basically business analysis skills, right? So for business analysts, you have customer experience or customer service skills, communication skills, and then data analysis skills. So those are basically the three core skills that the average professional you're supposed to have for starters. Then when it comes to highly needed digital skills, like cyber securities, so those tech industries that are going into AI-driven products, you need specialties in cyber securities. So that's basically it.
Okay, interesting. Now, those digital skills also allows one to, and we're seeing that happen, it allows you to work remotely. We see more and more people now get into taking on digital gigs, if you like, digital jobs, so they work remotely. Now, in your case, I understand you have a 9-to-5, and you also do some remote jobs. Like, how do you balance that, as a banker, having the 9-to-5, and then you also perhaps have some projects that you're handling remotely? How do you balance all of that?
And as a mother too.
Oh. And you're a mother. You have a family to cater to. So share, please.
I don't know how I'm going to explain this 100%, but I think it depends on the individual anyway. But one thing that has really helped me, I would say, is time management. It's not really easy out there. You know, one thing with people, when you just say, tech skill, tech, I want to go into tech, I want to think tech. The next thing that comes to them, just the money. That's so much money, so much money. Fine. Even if you think about it, so much money, but then you need to develop resilience. Resilience is key. Resilience is key, right? So even if as a young person, when you're not married, you can think that okay, I'll be able to juggle both 9 to 5, remote jobs and all that. But then again, you're going to get married. So all these things they need to be factored. So time management skill is very important. So I remember when I wrote my Scrum Master certifications, I had to schedule the exam for 11 p.m. Do you know why I did that? Okay. So because I knew that at that time my baby will already be sleeping and then the house will be quiet because it was a proctored exam. So it's going to be live and then you'll be watching me and all that. And then just by 10:55, 5 minutes to the exams, my baby woke up and she was crying. I had to cry on my lap, pet her while I was doing the exam live. So cases like that can happen. So what I do is that I make use of my weekends very well. Number one, my weekends, Saturdays are for research. So that's what I do. So when it comes to family management, I ensure that once in a month, I'm able to restock my fridge with everything that I would need throughout the month so that the rest weekends, I use them for research and for reading. Sunday is family time. So what I do, my mentoring program, I work with an ed tech company to train business analysts. So our meetings are usually in the evenings, right? And then we have schedules in between, other schedules in between. So what I do is that in my 9 to 5, I ensure that I'm able to work smoothly, and then I make sure I deliver my core deliverables very well. I do not have issues. When I close, I have 2 hours or 3 hours at home to ensure that I attend to the family, and then I know my remote job kicks off sometimes from 8 p.m. or from 9 p.m. or to whenever, maybe sometimes to 12 midnight. I've had times where we had meetings through to 2 a.m. And then I was all up doing meetings with my team because most of them were, because of the time differences, some were outside, some in America, and then some in the UK. So the time difference was always there. So we had to come together to agree on a time where it will be comfortable for everyone. So sometimes it could be very inconvenient, but if you're determined and then you can manage your time well and have your time planned out, I always have my activities planned out for the week and for the month. So that can really help you to be successful. That's what has helped me.
Indeed. Well done.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Coco is ready to ask her question now.
But really, I'm just seeing you like a superwoman right now because you are able to manage all of these things and you're still achieving, great results with it. Kudos to you. Kudos. Well done. Now,
Thank you
just
so much.
in
Thank
wrapping
you.
up this discussion, you talked about your academy, right? Can you give us some success stories of, some of the people you have trained in your academy?
Okay. So far, we've had 2 cohorts, and then within these 2 cohorts, we've had people who have come back. Some were working professionals, some are those who are not working. We have some persons in Nigeria who are just graduates and have learned these skills, and I have someone who has landed a training. Okay, there's a training academy, there's an academy in France. The founder is in France, and then she has this EdTech platform where so one of our students right now, yes, work with the EdTech company as a data analyst trainer. Yes, that's one. Although he's a graduate from one of the universities in Nigeria as an electrical engineer. Then they also have 2 persons who live in the UK who took Excel basic to advanced Excel classes, and then they give feedback on how their work has been improved. I have a lady in Canada who also gave feedback after taking one of our classes, the very first cohort. She gave me feedback of how she was able to solve a lot of issues in her offices using the knowledge she got from us. She said she had some roadbacks in her office for delivering some of her projects. But after getting some of the tips we taught during our Excel classes, she was able to get solution to that. And, the company really appreciated her for that. And then some others within Nigeria.
Wow, that's quite nice. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much.
Thanks so much.
I think I'm okay. You know, she said a lot already.
Yes.
And I'm quite impressed. I must say, quite impressed. Love it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
any final thoughts, on maybe where we are as a country when it comes to digital skills, data skills, what more we need to do, how people who might have the interest but they don't quite know where to turn to or how to start out, how do they even know that this is something that they want to do for the long term? What are your final thoughts on this topic?
Okay, my final thoughts for some persons are taken aback because they do not have the foundation when it comes to what they studied in school. So no matter your foundation, whether you studied history, religious knowledge, education, you can transition into tech. It's just a mindset thing. Once you're determined to learn and you're ready to make research and work, you can transition into tech. So as a country, I think that we have to start from our schools. Our curriculum needs to be worked on. Yes, to introduce digital skills into especially the high schools, secondary schools. Let's start from there, introduce digital skills into their curriculum, and then let's start creating awareness from that early age so that they become aware. So before they grow up to the universities, they already start taking up these courses. And then that will make it very easy.
All right, Loveth Omabwaye, corporate brand strategist and business analyst, as well as a Scrum Master. Thank you so much for being with us this morning and for sharing some insights into the digital skills and the tech industry. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Indeed. All right, there you have it. And it's an ever expanding landscape or field, if you ask me. There's so many new things that are coming up within that world of tech. Like there's so much room for people to thrive and for people to actually specialize in different areas. Especially with AI now coming on, there's so much. And like we said in the introduction, whether it is coding, you're talking about the more advanced data skills that someone might have, but there are also other skills that you will require in your everyday work, in your office or so. And these are the things that will put you over. There are things that will give you an advantage over the person who does not have those kind of skills. So on a general basis, it's good to go for those skills, upgrade, update yourself, your skills. They can be learned even online these days, so it's not far from you. And for anyone who desires to then take it a step further, you know what to do, the drill. But that was really, really interesting. And the way that she's juggling,
she makes it so easy, and I believe it's easy.
Yes.
And then the fact that I think what I'm seeing from Lovett is the fact that you have to be determined. I'm very committed to be able to, go through with this. Yes, you want to learn something new, to upgrade yourself, to have an edge, in whatever space you are in. But I think it takes a lot of determination to be able to go through with it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we are not quite done on the morning show this weekend. When we come back, we still have a DIY to tend